Hey YouTube friends, I got my Philco 38-116 chassis mounted in my frame here, and it was pretty heavy actually taking it down the steps and all that. I took it outside and kind of wiped it down with some damp paper towels, and the chassis is like in remarkably good condition. I do have some deterioration of the plating on the tuner here. I know it's deteriorating because it's kind of slightly greenish. So I wiped that down with some damp paper towels, got most of that green stuff off, and washed my hands 3 or 4 times after I did that. And probably it's good to use gloves, but I did it outside. That's cadmium dust. You don't want to ingest that. And so it's really pretty good though. I mean, this where the tuner is mounted, it's very good. It's very clean. Clean a lot of the junk off there. Let me tell you about the tubes here. This large rectifier sits on top of the power transformer. That's an original Philco tube. And so are these 6L6 beam output tubes. Those are both, I think they're original Philco tubes. They're both Philco. And so is the 6J5G tube. That's audio driver. That is also a Philco tube. And what's interesting is I want to show you, I'm going to flip it over and show you the other side. What I did here though is so heavy. This thing is so heavy that I can't lock it in sufficiently with my locking wing nuts here. So I drill a hole here. I just put an old screwdriver through there and it goes right through into the wood. And I got a screwdriver on this side too. And that was kind of kludgy, but it holds it, it holds it really good. It's not going to go anywhere. Let me show you the other side here. Put this camera down for a second. I could flip this around. Let's take the screwdriver out. Put the screwdriver back in here on this side. Goes right through. And you can see that I put that screwdriver right through there and it holds it. It's not going to move. But oh yeah, what I did was I remounted my light assembly higher. Might be slightly too high. Maybe I could lower it. But as long as I could get light into here, that's the main thing. And I got light here. I can move this. You can see how they put the coils in here. They're mounted in a circular fashion around the band switch. That's a pretty cool way of doing it. I like that. Kind of cuts down on the connections and the wiring because they're all so close to the switch. Just a minimal amount of wiring to wire to the band switch. But if you look through here, I was looking at these, and these capacitors, they all say Philco on them. They all say Philco. And I really think that they're all the original Philco capacitors, which is really amazing. This thing is built in 1938, and when I'm looking at it, and I don't see any evidence at all that this thing's been worked on. And the fact is, with the tubes, I could slide this here. And like I had mentioned before, the 4 tubes that I pull out and cleaned, they're all original Philco tubes. So there's really a really strong possibility. Actually, I'm pretty sure that this thing's never been worked on. And when I take the other tubes out, I'll see if they're also all Philco tubes too. And I got a really strong suspicion that someone bought this radio, maybe as a gift for somebody, maybe a husband for his wife, and they used it, and it probably lasted number of years and just stopped playing possibly, and I think they just left it, or whoever had it, they didn't fix it. Now I had bought this in Long Island. It was a estate sale. So it could have been a large estate, and they had this very expensive radio, and they just kept it in a room, and they never touched it, never had it repaired or anything like that. They maybe just bought television and just left the radio aside. So that's it. I got it in there, and I was kind of like slightly disappointed with that I have to kind of shove a screwdriver through there to hold it. But that's just the way the nature of the beast is, because it's just so heavy. I'll take the screwdriver out, and I'll be working with it just I'll be working with it, in this position anyway. I wanted to build a frame so it wouldn't like fall over. But, you could turn it, and what I could do is, figure out how a way to lock it in this way. See, when I'm done with it, when I'm done working on it, I probably want to put it in this position to play it, because, the tubes are probably better if they're facing up. I got to check on that, but I kind of think that the rectifier has to be the base down. I might have read that somewhere, but don't quote me on that. But once I get the thing all repaired, and I don't think it's going to be as bad as I thought, because it's never been worked on. And the good thing about that is this: it's like the RCA radios I worked on. One of them was like fixed like maybe 2 or 3 times. So when you unsolder the leads, it's like a lot of leads that are on there, because when the repairman fixed the RCA radios, what he did was he just cut the lead real close to the terminal, and he just wrapped a new lead right around it and made like a big ball of junk there. But these things look like they're all the original connections, so it'll be a cinch to take the old lead off and put a new capacitor on, and they're easy to get to. Supposedly, oh yeah, there's one bakelite block there that has to be, there it is, see that? There's one bakelite block that has to be restuffed. That's not too bad. Here's another bakelite block, and let's see, there's another one there. Let's see if it shows it in the camera. Yeah, see, there's one right there. So that's 3 of them, but it's not too bad. Most of the capacitors are just regular paper tubular capacitors. Oh yeah, I want to mention this too. The electrolytics, they're all original. And, I said, well, maybe they just put them underneath or something. But it's not. Those are the original electrolytics. And no one did any repairs, like put an electrolytic underneath the chassis or anything like that. This is like really highly unusual, but I really don't think this radio's ever been touched. I'm like the first person to actually take it out and look at it and repair it. So that's it, folks. And next video I'll be checking the power transformer out, make sure it's okay. I probably should have done that already before I ordered new capacitors, but it's just such a chore building this frame and getting the radio down the steps and everything like that. So I just ordered the capacitors. But if this power transformer is bad, then I could just use all those capacitors and resistors I bought on different radios, because values are pretty common for all different kind of radios. So that's it, folks. Hope you have a great day. Take it easy. Bye.